The Warner Bros. Slate of 2021 movies has been pretty much hit or miss thus far, with some truly standout films like Judas and the Black Messiah getting offset by some mildly undertakings like The Little Things. So in a way, the fact that all these movies have been getting a simultaneous release on HBO Max almost seems like a godsend. And if ever there was one of these films that feels almost tailor-made for the streaming platform, then that film is Reminiscence. Hi guys, Michael Abayemi here, and today I'm reviewing Reminiscence. Set in a post-apocalyptic future where most coastal cities are largely submerged underwater, the film follows Nick Bannister, a former war veteran who now works as a private investigator of the mind. Using a device called Reminiscence, Nick helps his clients to relive some of their fondest memories, because apparently things have become so dreary in this particular future that people would rather look back at such memories than forwards. But after Nick falls in love with one of his clients, a beautiful woman named May, he finds himself drawn into a far-reaching conspiracy when she disappears almost as suddenly as she'd popped into his life. Now he must follow a breadcrumb trail of clues and lost memories that will lead him into the seediest recesses of a dying world in order to find her. From the very first time I saw trailers for Reminiscence, there was no shaking that overriding lack of excitement the film seemed to exude. Despite its respectable budget and the presence of A-list stars, those initial showings just didn't do anything to move the needle. So my hope going into the movie then was that it was going to be a case of the actual movie being better than the trailers, because we've certainly had movies in the past that were undersold by their trailers. Well, it turns out its trailers were a perfect reflection of the film, as they simply didn't have anything exciting to pull from. I am as much a sucker for high-concept sci-fi as the next man, and the one thing that could have drawn me into Reminiscence was its post-apocalyptic setting. But the world building in the movie was so underwhelming that it was hard for me to fully buy into its premise. The same thing could be said about its core concept of reconstructing people's memories, which, while not underutilized, still wasn't used to do anything particularly groundbreaking, or worthwhile for that matter. All that is not to say that the film did not have anything going for it. The world was certainly beautiful to look at times, and the actors seemed fully committed to their roles. But the whole thing ultimately rang hollow. Maybe it is the fact that I've seen so many former war veterans turn private eyes at this point, or post-apocalyptic near futures where humanity teeters on the edge of extinction. Whatever the case, it definitely didn't help the movie, making it feel like a lesser version of those other works. Reminiscence merges its high-concept premise with some classic hardboiled detective storytelling. Unfortunately, the two don't always gel well together, resulting in a film that quickly starts to feel derivative. This also isn't helped by the fact that the film is plagued by some truly ham-fisted dialogue, as well as pacing issues that prevent it from ever getting off the ground. But if you are willing to look past all of that, then the movie is at least worth passing some time with, from the sturdy comforts of your couch. I'll give the film a 5 out of 10. Will you be checking out Reminiscence this weekend? Let me know in the comment section down below. I finally got a chance to see The Green Knight, a film I'd been looking forward to for weeks, so make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on if you don't want to miss my review. And until the next one, this is Michael, signing off.